Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby and we're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about FOMO. Now, I've talked about FOMO in the last big event, from what I remembered, which was Celestial Embroidery at the start of 2025. If you guys seen that video, I was just talking about like, you don't have to pull for it. And today we're going to talk about that again with Crystal Rose in a sense, but we are reading the comments of the last video. Now, the last video got so much traction, like that's a lot of views, but the like ratio is not liking. So y'all should like if y'all watching anyway. But yeah, it's one of those few videos that got a lot of, traction, like with the Crystal Rose stuff. So let's talk about the comments. There's 90 comments. I think half of this are my replies because I do read every single comment, honey. We read every single comment. So let's zoom in for the right size. And yeah, let's talk about it. So I got some new comments here. Let's talk about FOMO first and foremost. Like y okay, so I have this stigma now when I buy something or pull something, there's always a regret. Do you guys feel that? Like there's always that regret, like you're so high from like pulling from the gacha, and then when you have it, you kind of feel like down, and you kind of feel like you just realize like you wasted money. That's what I have my mindset on. Like even without a job, or if you have a job, no matter what, I feel like it will still be the same case. So yeah, that's what I would feel sometimes, and that's why I'm scared of touching money nowadays. Because I want like a big chunk of the savings so that, when I spend something that's kind of big, it doesn't feel like it's a lot, and that's when the YouTube checks come in, honey. Uh, but yeah, let's read all of these comments. I've seen them all, but I'm just gonna go through them, most of them, I guess. Um, let's see, by the, I think that's a Z means the Laceris. Okay. I was thinking of trying to get at least the R skin, but seeing how expensive it is, just to get it on a higher chance made me back down. Hoping Riot stops doing these gacha events and just sell these skins they used to be Lamau. I mean, we already have the Hex Deck gacha. Yeah, I mean, the Hex Deck gacha is for like, hey, you have some extra wild cores, spend. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the case. But if you want something premium, this is a premium gacha, honey. This is a limited time banner, a la those, mobile games like Genshin, Wuwa, ZZZ, Punishing Grey Raven, etc. You know what I mean? But the thing with those games, those like RPG gachas, there's no what's the word? There's no way to get wild cores for free. In Genshin, Wuthering Waves, ZZZ, Punishing Grey Raven, you can play the game to get the currency. So there's motivation of people to play. What motivation does this game have to play rather than facing like toxic players, losing streaks, this and the other, mental health affection, like it's gonna affect your mental health. Like we don't have any incentive to grind. Honor of Kings is one of the few mobile MOBAs where you can actually have time limited tokens that you can use on the skins on the store that are permanent. Like for example, if there's like an epic skin and I have like 1,000 of those limited time tokens, I could actually like hustle for that. You know what I mean? Like, and I've and I'm in the Honor of Kings program, but I just never been updated with it, and I get tokens back. So you know what I mean? Like that's such a big deal. We need to look. I need to re-download Honor of Kings on my phone and see the T there again because they've been giving out a lot of free skins to the point where like it's shoved in my mouth. You know what I mean? Even if you have to log in every day, you don't really have to do something crazy. You can finish that event in like what 3 days. But yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, this one I've never seen. I'm still contemplating whether I should pull for Seraphine. How many pulls do you think I should guarantee her, even if it's just from the redemption store? So the redemption store is 80. On an average 10 pull, you might get 50 to 55, 60 if you're lucky. My guess is around 15 to 20 pulls if you just want to get Seraphine and then dip. Which is how much? Like what? It's so expensive. Here's a tip: try putting Seraphine on. If you don't want to feel guilty, put Seraphine and then put the 2025 skins with the rest, because I feel like you would be um doing yourself a favor. Because if you feel like you lost out, you might get her early, and you're pulling for the points. But if you got her early and you have points, you can get the border, the pose, profile pic, whatever. You know what I mean? Just do that. Mellow Yellow 5445. Someone said, well, let me tell you, certain pools got me Arna Kali plus 58 rose petals. So see, I was right. Haha. 15 to 6, 15, 60 if you're not lucky, but you could have gotten better. I need 5 more pulls to get 80 or so. 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 wild cards if you want a legendary. But do try getting all the legendaries in one row and see if you're lucky. That's what I would do, to be honest. I'm gonna like that. I already replied to your comment. I got both Ari and Caitlyn in 10 keys. Well, Ari and Caitlyn, like I said, the 2025 skins have a high rate, and I think I said that exactly in this comment. Yep. Yep, 70% of that, yeah. Spent 600 Canadian dollars. This comment, like, I woke up and like, whoa, Canadian dollars? Canadian dollars? Are you kidding me? Girl, I was looking at like a book. It was not even a big book. It was 26 US dollars, right? But in Canada, it's 35 Canadian dollars. I'm like, what? That is crazy. So in American dollars, you spent $550. That is crazy. That is crazy. I could not even. But if you're working, I keep saying this so many times. If you're working, do what you want with your money, but just have something saved. That's just like a life lesson that I think my parents told me. That's why I'm so stingy with money nowadays. And I have to like check myself first before like, is it worth it? So far, the only worth it things that I've had purchased are subscriptions to like, streaming services like, like I Spotify, problematic, I know. Spotify, what else is the other ones? Like I'm subscribed to like a wrestling subscription service, which is good because it has like 8 promotions for like $10. And then I have my gay Netflix, Gaga Ulala. If you know, you know. If you're one of the bros, you know what that app is. But yeah, those are it, and it's roughly around 100. In my currency, it's around $20 to $25. It's a lot. Oh, CapCut. CapCut is like 15. No, CapCut is $20, and that pissed me off. So, but hey, it's for videos, right? But I don't even edit much. But whatever. This is so much more expensive than last year's Crystal Rose event. Yep, see, more regret. That's why you don't go. Quite disappointing with games these days doing gacha. Low, I know. Tough. Good skins, but pull rates are sometimes pricing. See, the pull rates and the price makes you kind of like further reevaluate yourself and realize like you have a store, a permanent store where you can just buy it one time and then dip. And also, there's these rare events where you get skin discounts. Remember that skin discounts where you like get like 35% off, 40% off? Those are like rare. It may be from the the permanent skins, but at least you're getting it for cheap. You know what I mean? Weird Blossom exists, Ari. You don't need Crystal Rose Ari if you have it. I also have 9 out of the 25 Crystal Rose skins. So that's why it doesn't feel like you have to pull. You know what I mean? You do not really have to pull. Because maybe that's why I'm not really like hype about it. Yes, I love making the videos and the reactions, but when you're in it, you're kind of like, I already have what I have, and I'm fortunate to have that. You know what I mean? Like if I have the luxury, or even as a content creator, I think. Do you guys see that video on YouTube? It was the wildrift guy. I am so sorry, I forgot your name. Wildrift guides. I know who you are. They make wildrift guides, tier lists, and stuff. They spend 10,000. Now they have side hustles, jobs. This and the other. This is their job as well. So, and that I think that guy does coaching. So, he got the bag. I don't have a bag to get. So, yeah. That's why I might do streaming soon, in October. Let's see. I spent 65. That's a lot. 65 euros. And I said it's a triple A game. 65 euros, the price of a new triple A video game. See, that's the thing with gachas. You feel rushed. That's what I've just said in the beginning. Like just for like no skin, 90 pills and no skins. Are you kidding me? I was fortunate enough to get Vlad and Jace from last year's Crystal Rose. Yeah, another one. Spend 3,400 wild coins to get Ari. Just for an Ari. Girl, you can get Ari for half of that price in the store. Honey. You can get 2 legendary Ari skins at the store. For the price of a Crystal Rose Ari, you can get 2 legendary Ari skins. I'm just saying. I'm tempted to spend money, like maybe 25 people. I don't know if it's worth if you already have 19 out of 25 of the Crystal Rose. I It's not worth it. That is not worth it. That is not worth it. That is not worth it. So okay, I own 24 out of the 25 skins. Yeah, oh my god. That's crazy. 24 out of the 25 skins. You don't spend 300. Really? We need to don't spend that much, guys. Come on. You have to like this is the only game wildrift where it says you are buying a licensed digital good. Like that means like if this game shuts down, all of the money you spent are poof, are gone. You know what I mean? But that's why maybe a pass or two is cute. But when it comes to this, that's crazy. Also, okay, this guy got the Battle Bunny MF from that chest thing for 80. Unfortunately, Lux didn't come home. Bro, Lux can rot. You know, that Lux can rot. The Prestige Lux is fine, but the old Lux is can rot because you can just get her from the essence from the loot shop there. If you're lucky. Okay, there's people who are lucky. I got R in one key. Eddie wow. I got R in the second key. Eddie wow. You know what I mean? So the rates are high for some people. Where the good old times where you can simply go to the store and buy a skin. You can. It's just not the new skin. It's an old skin. You know, that's why whenever we go to PC, we see like the permanent skins that are coming up. I see Spirit Blossom Springs coming to Wildrift. I see it 100%. So there is a chance. There is a chance that some of the good skin lines that are permanent could come up. I saw the key price and the rarity, and I ain't pulling for this. I only want to air anyway, not spending on this. Thank you. Thank you. See, you get it. I don't even understand why they can get away with this. Maybe because Gotcha is sitting behind the perfect free-to-play disguise. The grades are in the gotcha game, but the main gotcha games up there. But the thing with these gotcha games like Genshin and all, you can grind the currency. It's a gotcha game, but people can get away with the currencies and the characters that you get from it. You know what I mean? You've seen those accounts. Those like no pull accounts or 4 stars only accounts. Like that's the thing. Wild Rift doesn't have a currency system that we can grind on, except the orange essence. But you can only get so much with the orange essence. You can't really get much with the skins. You know what I mean? And it takes months or even a year to get like 500 of those orange essence unless you're buying from, you know, those like those the marvelous, remember that the marvelous vending machines. You choose all the orange essence. That's another way you could get all of that. But you know, okay, someone said please react to the calligraphia voice lines. I saw that. I will talk about that in the future video because I need to see more. Okay, got signed. Gwen, I spent $15 for 15 keys. Oh, she got lucky. She got lucky, she said. The drop rate seems really good if you have multiple skins. If you want a specific skin, it's really bad. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're just pulling and no redeeming, you're not getting 80. Just and you got what you got. Pop off sis. So for this player, good job. That's such an efficient way. Get out. I heard on Twitter you need around 4,000 wild cores to an average a legendary skin. 8,000. 8,000? Never on your life. I think 8,000 is my total spending on this game. You know what I mean? I just want for con and the button UI and then I'll be on my way. Yeah, the button UI is cute. The button UI is cute. For 55 redemption, that you gotta be crazy. Um I still not I still did not hesitate to buy all the things except that menu profile icon. She did not hesitate. That means they bought it all. See, my English is getting. I got confused. Okay, so they bought it all. So they didn't buy. They bought everything except that mini pro. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Uh, yeah. There's a lot of comments here, and I'm glad that you guys are in the comments. Like, I need more comments down below. Because I want this interaction, and I'm glad that you guys are spilling the tea. But you know, shout out to the people who spent 10,000. Like, is he Kirk's from Wildrift something guides? Oh my God, I'm so bad at remembering people. But you know what? That's the video. I just want to talk about this and FOMO. You know, when this is over, we'll forget about it, and then something new will happen, like calligraphia or summer part. Hello, hello. What happened to summer party? September 9th, I guess that's the official date. And Star Guardian. What if Star Guardian comes back by June? They have to be like, oh shoot, I spent so much money on Christmas, and be like, well, you had to wait. That's why bad. That's why in gotcha games you have to really like think about like the next banner so that you can prepare yourself because like you were preparing for that moment. Were you preparing for Crystal Rose? You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a bit. I just want to talk about it. I don't know what should be the next video. I forgot. I had an idea, but then I forgot. I forgot the video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, like if you don't dislike, you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload a new video. What happened to summer party? Maybe we should do some Honor of King skins videos. You know, I'm glad that the reception of this custom skin was good. We might do more of that. See any if anything comes up with calligraphia, please do let me know on social media. I have a Discord, link in the description below. You can also talk to me there because I'm always on chronicling online. I have a Twitter at Dr. Kirby underscore YT. If you want to support the channel, I have a coffee page in the description below. You can also donate on YouTube itself here via the thanks page. It's called Super Chat. Um, if you don't have anything, just watch the ads to get the algorithm going, honey. But yeah, that's the video for today. Lesson is don't be FOMO, okay? Like you're young. You know, it's like a relationship. You're young. Don't be in a relationship already. You know what I mean? Just vibe with it for now. You know what I mean? Have fun, save your money, live life lavish, enjoy. But if this is your enjoyment, then do what you want with it. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.